Alright, welcome back to my channel. So this time I'm playing CCG. Of course with the new ARIMA, like the dual wheel one. So before I go any further, I would like to shout out Kenzie for managing Keegan's account. Also shout outs to Shades for testing with me, and yeah. So CCG, the burst CCG, like the team I'm playing right here, is very straightforward. You just try to kill opponents in first turn. If you can't kill, then you try to do as much damage as possible. So like Fuguchi 2, so which is like the backup Mado, will help you. Well, you'll gain enough shield from backup Mado, so that's your opponent can't really do anything into you, right? And yeah, so like overall, it's like very like there's not much to say, honestly. Of course, the count does have the green ARIMA cell, as you can see here. It does help a lot. If you don't have like the cell, then you don't play this team. You will play the iwao, so the rampage iwao, which also has a cell, right? But that sounds like less important because it's like not as relevant. You play him because he boosts your team's defense, so that's if you go first, you can't really die anymore, right? Of course, CCG still needs the CP lead to win. That's been like pretty normal. So like ideally you have a cell, but if you don't have green ARIMA cell, that's fine because you can play the Ratha iwao and still be fine. Yeah. So I guess from the first video, the first clip you see here, I couldn't kill his whole team, right? And Shades whole ANTEIKU in one turn. So but like it doesn't matter, right? Because you get enough shield from the backup, so to the point that he can't really break through your team. Like it doesn't really matter that you can't kill because he can't do any damage into you, and you just kill him next turn, right? So yeah. One thing is that so of course I have like basically all like attack cells on this team, and as well as like the proper force talents and stuff. I think the only thing I'm missing is that is like the 7% damage increase from force talents, and like some UR tactics, because I forgot to change them. So right now the team right here, the CG, I only have like mainly SSR tactics, so that's why maybe that's why the team isn't doing as much damage, but it's whatever, like it doesn't really matter. So let's see here. So the main thing I want to do is like showcase the wit ARIMA, right? So with the wit ARIMA, of course, very strong, as long as he is not disrupted, right? If he is, then it's kind of sad. You'll see later on like a direct comparison between him being disrupted and him being not disrupted, like the same team. Yeah. Oh, I guess like one thing to say that is that for the first two battles right here, Shades is playing Might to Awaken over a Kagane attack, but like you'll see that it doesn't make a difference, right? Like like the damage reduced from Kagane attack, like the less, like the reduced damage from Kagane attack is like very negligible, especially since you play CCG. Yeah. So I get where right here is very strong for two reasons, right? Well, three reasons actually. So outside of him being able to casually do like a lot of damage, his him being a wit attribute kind of matters actually, because so he's a, of course, AoE, right? So I mean that you can weaken Hide, right? You can go Hide into double wit ARIMA, which basically weakens the opponent's Hide if you don't have restructure ignoring or charm on them, right? So that's an option right there. You can also, of course, you can also do you can also do green ARIMA as well. So you can do Hide into wit ARIMA into green ARIMA. So that way you'll, if you have like the green ARIMA cell, then you'll get 3 AoE attacks off green ARIMA, meaning that you can also weaken the blue token as well, again as long as the blue token doesn't have charm or restriction ignoring. Yeah, so it's very nice that way. Yeah. So you have you have different options. You can also go Hide into double red Juzo, but I'm not sure why you would do that. I mean, I guess you can weak Anniversary Key, but right now Anniversary Key isn't like the main deal right now. I think the blue token is more important. But anyways, here this is like a comparison. So here, this battle, you can see how much damage the wit ARIMA is doing while disrupted. It's like 800k max, right, to the whole team. So like you should, like that's something to know, or to note down, because in the battle after this one, wit ARIMA doesn't get disrupted. Wit ARIMA doesn't get disrupted, so you can see how much damage he truly does versus active. And yeah. So this fight is one of the ones I was just purely trying to use only wit ARIMA attacks. I couldn't find any, so I skipped the move for fun, and so I kind of just died of that. I kind of just died because of that. But again, stun testing, of course never do this in an actual battle. If we're in an actual battle, the shades would be dead by second turn. Yeah. So another thing is that the reason why you play the backup model, the reason why you play Fuguchi 2 backup over the Halloween ARIMA backup is because in case you can't kill, right? If you can't kill the opposing team, right? In ANTEIKU in this case, then you want enough shields so that they can't kill you, right? Otherwise, it's very it gets very sus, because the Mado gives you shield for depending on how much damage you do, while green, the Halloween ARIMA does not. And so and the CP is basically the same thing. CP is very similar. Yeah, so you should be playing Bakamado. Yeah. So anyways, here you see that the wit ARIMA is casually doing over 2 million to the whole team, right? You compare that to the 800k from being disrupted, you can see that it's basically wit ARIMA being disrupted means that he deals 2/3 less damage, right? He deals 1/3 of the damage he would do if he was not disrupted, right? So you see that it's kind of insane actually, how much of a disruption victim that's the wit ARIMA is. And yeah, and yeah, because of again Bakamado getting so much shield that he can't really touch you, and you just win. Yeah, so it's pretty nice. So overall, this wit ARIMA is very strong. He's a secondary win condition, right? Yeah, I mean, again, there's nothing much to say, honestly. Something to note is that something to know. Well, I mean, if you play CCG, you should always be playing Might Awaken, right? Because Might Awaken makes you do most DPS. Co-op is complete garbage. That's pretty. That's like I guess something I should say. Yeah, I mean, you know, again, there are like iwao is also playable. I think personally, I do prefer like the burst CCG over iwao, but again, like I don't think you can go wrong with playing iwao either, because iwao just makes like a more like a how do you say it? It's like a more insurance. You can't really die if you go first. And iwao does have a very high CP right now. He is, I believe, 4th in CP, so it's very nice. And yeah, I mean, like overall, like CCG is a pretty comfortable space, in a pretty comfortable spot right now in the meta. The CP is like just below, slightly higher than ANTEIKU, I believe. If not like just below, like I mean, like the base CP for ANTEIKU and for CCG is very similar. And yeah. So of course, I think right now in the current meta, I think no org is the best, because no org, it's like no org is basically CCG, but with high base CP, albeit no org is more expensive. But anyways, yeah, CCG is like a little higher than ANTEIKU in base CP right now. But anyways, I'm getting off track. Yeah, so that's all for basically that's all for today's video, and I'll see you next time.